All right. It's GUFON at 9 tonight, Eastern. I'm sorry I'm late, but it's better than nothing. I'm trying to focus the hate. How is everybody this evening? Sorry we are late, doing the show 2 hours later because I was under the weather. And still am a little, but enough that I could do the show and not feel nauseous. So, I don't want to get into, the specifics about my situation. But as I was saying here in the chat room, better late than never. And if I can go, I'll go. If I can't, I can't. It's just the way it is. And when you go every night, pretty much, you're going to have these nights where you get sick or you oversleep. Or I run the odds of happening more than anybody else who does a show once or twice a week. So I'm sorry. You guys know the deal anyway. So I appreciate you hanging out, even though it's late. I appreciate it. And, I put together a nice little show. I think tonight we're going to see some really good sightings. I can't believe some of the stuff that has come in lately. I can't tell you if it's a balloon, a blimp, a drone. I really think I have some good sightings to show you here tonight. Pretty good stuff. And of course, you see in the chat room there, I put a poll. And the poll poses the question, what is the most important thing ufology is desperate for? Verifiable evidence, honesty from everyone, alien abduction stories, or none of these? You have your own answer that's better than any of these. So that's that. I'm trying to be a little interesting with these polls. I don't know if it came out that way, but so far, I am extremely surprised to see the results. So far, so great. That's what I was hoping for. A little reality put back into reality. So what is today? Tuesday? Is it Tuesday? Oh, my phone. My watch. It is Tuesday, yeah? Tuesday's probably one of the most boring days of the week, but there's a lot of interesting little things going on. Sightings aside, because that's where I think a lot of the good... What? Hold on. A lot of the good stuff is... My computer's asking me, do you want to reload your site? What site? It's my email. Site? I mean, come on. Anyway, I've got some really good stuff here. I'm looking here. What's that? Oh, roll call. I almost forgot. All right, let's do roll call for you guys. The Angel of GUFON, JJ Angels here. Welcome to the show. Flubber Lane, everybody. Welcome to the Flubber. Marcel Gufonian, Metalhead. What's up, Chief? Myra Page, everybody. Myra Page. Welcome to the show. Rich Leadfoot. Welcome to the show, big guy. Time surfing alien. Welcome to the show. Paula Faust. Howdy doody. How you doing? Good. Nice to see you. Welcome. Hey, Troy. How are you, man? He says, damn straight fish power fabric engine. Why else for conspiracy, man? Fish power. Well, apparently everything's in the oceans. Well, the majority of the sightings, they're living in the oceans. That's the new thing. Well, not to us, but you know what the two newest things are? Not to us. They're in the oceans. That's the big one. And demons and aliens could be one and the same. The IS is here. Kelly Lewis, howdy do. Welcome to see you. Overlander BC, good to see you. Thank you for that. Verifiable is a good answer. Yep. All right. Hey, because we're running late, if I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean I don't love you. It means we got a lot of show to do. So FAP's here. What up? So don't get upset. Dorothy, how could I? Welcome to the show. Good to see everybody at such a late hour. You know what I was thinking, and I know some of you will hate to hear this, but there's a possibility the show may move back to 9. Do you know that was the original time slot, and I switched it with Scambian to help him, but now that that's over with for 3 years, I like 9 for me. I know you may not like it, but I'm thinking about it, and I don't want to lose anybody, but I know I'm going to lose a few, pick up a few, if that happens. If it happens, I don't know. I'm really going to think it through, because I love 9 o'clock. Love it. And hate it. I like 7, because during football season, I only miss the first quarter. You know, when we go real late, at 7 and Monday Night Football starts at 8, I'm not missing much. I get off the show 8:45. First quarter's just ending. I'm okay with that. Not too much drama. I did it with the baseball playoffs. And so I like 7. I also like it that I get done. I can still go, well, now I can work out again whenever I want, since I signed up to a gym. It's 24/7. But I still have to get in my car and drive 5 minutes. It's a deal. Well, I could literally walk a quarter of a mile to the gym, or take my car in 30 seconds be there, which is the gym that's here. And it closes at 11. If it was 24 hours, I might not even have signed up. It's just the weights don't go heavy enough in this gym. And I need heavier weights. I need different machines. It makes a difference. For those of you who don't work out, you may not know this, but you may think, oh, you're just doing these exercises. Well, when you go to a real gym, they have all different equipment that hits different parts of the body. So instead of just doing a bench press, I can do isolations. I can turn my wrist. You can do all sorts of things. I can now stand up and do a bench press. They have the stand-up bench press, which for me is a must. So this is really, it's about innovation and hitting things that you normally can't hit, and mold the body in places where you can't do it in a mom and pop gym at the retirement center. It was funny. When I first started back working out 2 years ago, the weights go up to 50 pounds. The little, they don't have like a real bench press there. It's a retirement community. They got 10 machines. That's it. And a little bit of free weights, but they only go up to 50 pounds. So I remember saying, when I get to the point where I can bench press those 10 times, no problem, I'm going to have to go somewhere else. Because, you keep wanting to build, there's only so much you can do. And I've reached that plateau, so I need to go, unfortunately. Well, the good news is I quit vaping altogether, and the cost that it goes to the gym is I'm still saving $60 a month, even if I get the membership. Yeah, it's $100 to vape. Well, it's about $20 a week for the juice. It lasts about a week to 10 days. And then you got to buy these coils once a month. Those are $15. So it adds up. Sometimes you vape more. All right. I was vaping a lot, though. God, I feel so much better that I'm not vaping. So much. But you're still throwing up. Yeah, but it's not as intense as it was. All right, let's get to work. Enough about me. I just felt I owed you guys a little bit of an explanation to, I don't know. All right, let's move on. Yeah, like I said, sightings. There are plenty lately, and good. And not, I don't think, AI. But before I get to those sightings, drones over, where was this reported now? Oh, USAF confirms drone incursions over, here we go, over UK bases spanning 5 consecutive days amid further reports of activity. And this is from Lib Times. Christopher Sharp. He writes a good article, I guess. He's not a bad journalist, right? C Sharp. All right, I'm having an issue here with I just want to throw myself out a window on a 100-story building. That's it. That's all I ask for. The United States Air Force confirmed to Liberation Times that small unmanned aerial systems were observed above 3 of its bases in the UK and east of England over a continuous 5-day period. In comments, which have now been officially published, a USAF spokesperson told Lib Times small unmanned aerial systems were spotted in the vicinity of and over Royal Air Force Lakenheath. Didn't we talk about this already? We talked about this yesterday. Okay, so now they're coming out saying, yeah, it's actually happening. Okay, good. We know. The number of systems fluctuated, and they ranged in sizes and configurations. The USASs were actively monitored, and installation leaders determined that none of the incursions impacted base residents, facilities, or assets. On Facebook, Colonel Jack Arthod, the commander of the 48th Fighter Wing at RAF Lakenheath, posted, "You are most likely aware that we have experienced several UASs or small drone sightings across the tri-base area since 20th of November. They are being actively monitored and not have impacted base residents or infrastructure. If you see anything suspicious, to include SUASs or drone activity within the tri-base area, please contact either local police." Specific details about the drone activities Saturday 23rd and Sunday the 24th of November are not yet known. However, with wind speeds reaching up to 65 miles per hour in the area over the weekend, operating drones in such conditions would have been challenging. This evening, plane spotters monitoring USAF activities from the affected bases reported ongoing drone incursions and observed Air Force assets deploying apparent countermeasures. One YouTuber filming outside RAF Lakenheath in Suffolk stated he could see the lights of apparent drones skimming the tops of trees near the base and that F-15s have taken off and were going round and round above us. The streamer, whose YouTube channel name is Liberty Wing UK, witnessed the F-15's takeoff, said they weren't hanging around, full afterburner all the way up. The streamer appeared to have captured a radio conversation from the base where one USAF officer can be heard saying, "We've got multiple reports of UAVs, unmanned aerial vehicles, taking off from fields to the north and to the south." Later on, the streamer added, "I've had this information that it's some sort of test, but I just can't think it is because what I've been told by the base as well. Because it's what I've been told by the base that they're doing tests. They didn't want me to stream to start with. If it was just an exercise, I would have thought they wouldn't bother saying anything to me. But they came over to me and spoke to me on purpose, asked me, what was I doing? With a bottle of water. And they've been going round the perimeter looking at people's cars and stuff as well. To me, I don't think they would be bothered doing stuff like that if it was just an exercise. Ex-user Dr. Andrew O'Malley shared a map of the area surrounding the base, highlighting aircraft activity, including a military refueling plane. Here is that satellite map. Okay. Stratotanker up. That means fighter jets are up too with their transponders off. Liberation Times requested comment from the USAF to confirm whether drone incursions were ongoing as of November 25th, 2024. However, no official confirmation has been provided. One Facebook user and local resident named Hardy Lewis Jahardi witnessed what may have been one of the mysterious drones in the nearby Velibri Motel in the town of Brandon, Suffolk. He sent Liberation Times exclusive footage of what appears to be a faint flashing light in the sky, whilst fighter jets can be heard in the background. Play it. Outstanding. Jahardi told Lib Times that the apparent drone appeared to be moving fast towards RAF Lakenheath and was medium in size. The video was also posted on Facebook. In response to it, one commenter suggested that it could be a USAF drone, stating, "Could be a drone from the base. I saw a drone once inside the Lakenheath base, but owned by the military." You do say? Another comment agreed, posting, "Is nobody considering that they may be security drones scanning for potential threats or sabotage?" On a separate Facebook post commenting, "I don't want to talk about this anymore." Okay, don't. Alternate personality came out and said, "Enough. We get it. There's drone activity. The Air Force doesn't want to tell us. Some say it may be a test of the emergency broadcasting Air Force base systems. And others state, sir, could you please not talk to us? What is the big ideal?" The big ideal is nobody knows, because everybody lies. All we know is drones are there, and nobody's doing anything about it. Nobody. Oh, look at that. We sent F-15s over there, and we didn't see anything bad. So we didn't shoot down the drones over a populated area. No, it didn't bother our infrastructure. It didn't bother our infra residents. It didn't bother anything. Just flying around taking security pictures with impunity. Send them back to Russia or China, deciding on where to shoot next, where to attack next, how to attack next. No big deal, just pictures. They're just taking them from the sky. Nothing to see here. And that's where we're at. Nothing to see here. So until further notice, to the drone incursions at Lakenheath in Britain, wherever the hell it's happening. The story's always going to be the same. We don't know, we don't care, we can't tell, we can't talk, we can't see, we can't speak. I'm not allowed to talk. Same thing over and over. Right? Okay. Well, that takes care of that. Yeah, for 5 days, they got all this intel, right? The drones did. Oh, we know when Sergeant Baker comes to work at 8 a.m., leaves at 5 p.m., takes a 2-hour lunch, sits in the parking lot, looks like he's vaping, smoking, or doing something. I don't know. I can't tell, but it looks like vape to me. And then at 2 p.m., somebody takes a visit over to Colonel, and then they just sit there, and every day they just mark down exactly what everybody's doing and at what time they're doing it. For what reason? I don't know. but that could be happening. Something's going on. It has nothing to do with UFOs. Nothing. Why'd you tell her the story then? Because they're reporting it as unidentified. UAP. How could you have... Hold on. Unidentified means what? We don't know what it is. Let's just stay with UFOs. F, it's flying. It's in the sky. O, it's an object. Unidentified. Let's go back to the first one. Unidentified. You see wings, you see a tail, you see a body, you see a nose. That a plane? Well, it's a little smaller than that, and it looks like it could be a drone. Yeah. Like an unmanned drone? Yeah, like a UAV. So it's identified. Yeah, but we don't know who is controlling it, you see. Well, but the object's identified. So it's not a UAV. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. And this is the problem I have with the government, with this way that the fake news is distributing and disseminating information to the public. How can you have an unmanned, an unidentified drone? Well, it's a drone. It's identified. We don't know who, so say it. It's a drone, but we don't know who. It doesn't make it unidentified. It's a whole different thing when you say unidentified. Aliens? Because that's what people think first, and then they think adversaries, and then they think homemade. So it's important. Words do matter. And details matter. Big time. So Lakenheath, Mildenhall, and Feltwell RAF American bases have all had mysterious drones flying all around them. But why were the drones not quickly shot down? Right? Because there was little worrying about, well, we don't know what. I mean, it could be us. We don't know. So you really don't know whose drones they are. But if you did know, here's the deal. If they knew, you don't shoot them. If you don't know, you shoot them. Well, we want to verify that we don't know them. What? You just did. You don't know whose they are, where they come from. You just know that they're flying around in secured airspace, taking pictures with impunity. To me, that's a shoot down. No questions asked. Really strange. So it makes me wonder what they're thinking. Oh, well, it would be weird if it wasn't our own government doing this, because who would have the balls to come all the way here? You know, you got to have permission to come here. No, the permission would be the government. The government. It's got to be the government. Oh, shoot him down. And then you have and now I know I can trust you to defend the country. Capiche? You're letting this shit fly around with impunity, taking pictures for days. And you're worried about, oh, I don't want to hurt anybody's drone. You know, what if they sue us? Because, you know, they're flying around and, oh my God, I am so embarrassed for this. So you know what it means? You know what it means? You know what it really means? They were told not to shoot them down. They were told to let them be. I guarantee it. I know it's weird, but that's how it happened. They go up the chain. They ask, hey, what's this going on outside? We see these drones. You know, we don't really know, but don't shoot them down. Okay. What if they get right over? Well, if they attack or if they do anything that's threatening, yeah, shoot them down. But other than that, just don't take any chances. What do you mean, Chief? Take any chances? They're flying around in our airspace, won't respond to us We don't know who they are, and what their intentions are. I feel like my life could be in jeopardy. You can't shoot them down. Not until they do something first. Why? I gotta go. I can't talk to you. Now the guy hangs up and he's putting all this into this guy's head. I can't shoot him down. Why? Why can't I shoot him down? Because we don't know if they're ours. And if we shoot our own down, well, shouldn't we be told if they're going to fly over here and do maneuvers like this? You would think. It's very, very, very shady. Very, very confusing for these people there. Well, it sounds like it is. And you know what? In my opinion, I think they know what's going on. They were told to leave them alone. And look, it wouldn't surprise me, guys, gals, with this administration allowing China to fly their drones right up to our and in our military bases because they don't like this country. And they'll do whatever they can to allow it to be taken down from the inside, even if it means allowing unknown drones that could be adversary or friendly. We don't know, but we'll take the risk. And see, to me, that's not America. That's not defending our land. Go over to Area 51 and you see the signs that need to be posted around military bases everywhere. Without approval, you come on the property, deadly force may be implemented. That's where we need to be. That's the serious. Oh, but no, we got all this woke shit. You know, we got women all over now in the military, just calming everybody's tempers down. You got to be calm. You got to talk. You got to. Hello? You know, it's like, no. I'm not saying women can't be in the military. I just don't want to see them on the battlefield. It's a whole different entity once you are out in the battlefield. Different mentality, testosterone-based fuel, a lifetime of living as a man, knowing what I could do and a woman can't do in battle, in war. Let them fly the drones. They could bomb shit, do that. But all that other hand-to-hand stuff, going in one-on-one, having a battle, if that happens, and there's many stories of women folding up under pressure. Men too, but the numbers are staggering. So the fact that this administration allowed the military to have so many women in the military, it to me, it's not good. It's not. Sorry. I'm not sorry. But everybody here knows I'm telling the truth. You do. You know it's true. You don't want to see women shooting guns and come on, guys. We're 5 to 7 times stronger than them. And I'm not saying us, but now they're going to live in the same quarters with horny men in their early 20s, late teens. And yeah, albeit the women are probably horny too, but this is not what you want. You want focus and you don't want drama in your military. And we got no focus and all drama now. And it's not by accident. Okay? There was a reason why women were never allowed in the battlefield, in the army, actually. There was a reason for it. Men are the protectors. Oh, God, that's a misogynistic thing to say. I don't think so. I don't know why you would want to, as a woman, go out and battle and fight. It's the worst. And then you got to live with murder on your mind, seeing death, seeing blood. Men can't deal with it. And, women are supposed to be our comfort. Comfort me when I'm wounded. That's a misogynistic thing to say. I don't care. I don't think it is. Because I'm not a misogynistic guy. It's just there's different roles in life. Men are men, women are women. And that's it. That's it. And I'm not going to say anything else. I don't even know how I got into that because I was talking about women in the military. And then how did I get into, I don't know. All I know is we're not the same military in the last 4 years. When I was in the hospital and a male nurse walked in, I'm like, that's cool. Male nurse. It just, even in this day and age, it just seemed different. It was 99% of the nurses were women. And then, every now and then I'd see a male nurse. And, well, why'd you get into it? I want to da-da-da-da-da. You ever think about being a doctor? Nah, not really. This is exactly where I want to be. That's great. That's great. But, there are people on the planet that would rather have a woman attending to them than a man as a nurse. Right? 100% true. The reason I know it's true, because I experienced it while I was sharing a room with this old racist dude. Man, he did not like anybody that wasn't white. I don't want a woman, he says, and I don't. And I only want a white person. So you want a male nurse. Whatever. And then he said some things, that were amazing. But he was 90. Comes from a different place. He can't help who he is. That's the thing. People grow up in different times, different eras. And you're born into a world where your parents instill their beliefs onto you. And then those around them, friends, family, neighbors, and so on, probably are in that same line of thinking. Because that's usually what people do. They gravitate towards what feels most comfortable to them. And we're in a situation where as children, we don't have a choice. And we don't know that at the time. We're just living. We don't have any stress, no bills, don't have to worry about anything. Everything's given. Everything can be taken away. We don't even think about that. All we know is that I wake up every day, I play every day, and go to school. And then one day you hear something that blows your mind, and you now are questioning everything you grew up believing. Yet, you had 15 years of people telling you life is this way. This is how you speak. This is the way we speak. We believe in this. Do you? Without saying it, but you do to an extent. But there's always a breakout generation where a family member, or if you want to go even bigger, globally, people like Elon Musk, right? There was Thomas Edison, if you want to go back further, right? Benjamin Franklin. A lot of these people were once in a generation thinkers. They come around, they change things. However, it is so hard for the people who've been living a certain way, living under a lie that they didn't know existed, to now all of a sudden accept a new reality with new beliefs and a whole bunch of new people? It's very hard to change who you are into something you don't know and might be in the future. So when I say things and then I say, oh yeah, it's not misogynistic at all for me to say that, even though it may sound that way. I don't want women in the military. I think they should be our comforters and all that. We're the providers. We're the protectors, right? The men. That's what I grew up believing. So forgive me if I haven't expanded my belief value into a world where women and men fight side by side on the battlefield. I'm just not there yet. Plus, the reality is, men are coming back with stories, horrible stories, of how they saw a lot of rape. They saw, and going nobody talked about it. In the middle of the night, shit happens when everybody's sleeping. Those are the stories. This is the problem. You got sick, twisted men with innocent women sleeping together in the same quarters. It's too much. Too much temptation. Because men are stupid. We're stupid. I admit it. I mean, I'm smart, but I'm stupid at the same time. Well, not anymore. I've grown out of being stupid that way. And I'm still stupid other ways. Because it's hard to change. It's hard to be something you really aren't. To make everybody happy. You'll never make everybody happy. So I'm not trying to make anybody happy. I just go through things and talk. That's it. And now I'm going to move on to some UFO footage. This is good UFO footage right here. A UFO hovers over a cattle ranch in South America before disappearing. Now, the weird thing is, lately, there have been a serious amount of UFOs over farms. I know what you're going to say immediately. It's the cattle. Yeah. It is. That's what's cool. So are we going to start seeing more cattle mutilations now? Is it time for them to come back and mutilate and see what changes have occurred in our cows? This is a good video, though. See? And it looks like there's appendages. This isn't the clearest of UFO videos, but it's close. And it looks like there's little notches or something there. Right? Or am I just imagining it? It's pixels. That is a tic tac by the definition. Goño. I love that. Ay, goño.
No se mueve, mira.
No, que eso dura así parado. No te digo que nosotros fuimos, así fue como el que nosotros vimos. Qué arrecho. Eso no van a creer ese cuento. Te lo juro que cuando digamos lo grabaste, si no lo grabaste, grabaron.
Se está yendo, mira, se está yendo.
Se fue.
Se está yendo.
Era de aquí para
se está
allá.
Yendo.
Coño, pero gracias a Dios.
Did you see it? It was slowly getting smaller. Yeah, we've seen this video before. It was moving away. Look at it. And I'm telling you, that is a really good video. If this is fake, the way they made it disappear was very, very smooth. Like, usually when we see the fakes, you'll see it getting smaller and smaller, and then it'll get small too fast because they got impatient when they were editing or thought it was good enough. This one keeps getting smaller and smaller. I mean, a very gradual smallness, and it's out of focus, so we're going to lose it, but I'm sure it's still there. even here, but it's just a little bit out of focus and then it goes away probably right now. It's pretty cool. If it's real, I want to know what it's doing there. I want to know why it's there. This is really real looking to me. It looks very real. Mexico has a lot of sightings. Why? Why? They have some of the most incredible sightings you'll ever see. It's got to do something with the land. I don't know, because it's on the fault line as well. You know, the San Andreas Fault, isn't it? Isn't it along that? Right up the Baja? But I'm talking deeper Mexico, down towards the Panama Canal and all that. That's Mexico, right? No? It isn't? Hold on, let me see here. The Immaculate Constellation document talking about advanced detection systems and the sentient system that is used to track and photograph UFOs or known objects. The sentient system is operated by the NRO with the United States Air Force Research Laboratory at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base and the Department of Energy's national laboratories. Known public records of sentience deployment programs and process date from 2009 to 2010 onward. NRO emails from 2021 disclosed that the UAP task force, which later became the ARROW, was involved with the NRO and the sentient program. So, sentient is a highly classified automated system that uses AI and satellites in Earth's orbit to detect in real time any objects of interest and also tracks and photographs them. It's also connected with the UAPTF and now ARROW. So with that being said, where's the phenomenal UFO evidence? Where is it? They must have closet full. Well, they need to clean out the closet. All right. So, a lot of people use infrared when recording at night. Turns the screen green, but you can see nighttime sky. The nighttime sky. What it does, it takes all of the light that it can gather so you can see at night. And usually, you'll see some things you'd never seen before, such as birds. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It really is at night. Satellites. Yep. What else? What? Aircraft? Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. What else? Very good. I like this. What's that? Bug? Bug? Yeah, it's a bug, I bet. I bet you it's a bug. Ooh. Well, I really don't know. Good stuff, though. Love it. I got to get me one of these, right? I got to get me one of those cameras. Just because I don't have one. And why? I'm a 20-year veteran. I should have one. But they're expensive. When I looked into them years ago, in 2009, 2008, they were like $1,500. I'm like, Jesus. Still, they're still expensive. All right. I am a believer that UFOs and thunderstorms go together. Why? I think UFOs are for what. Now, when I say UFOs and I'm using it this way, I'm implying that there's aliens or whatever researching, figuring stuff out on planet Earth. With that being said, we have seen many pictures and video of UFOs, UAPs in thunderstorms. I myself have lost the video. I'll find it eventually, but have seen some strange things come out of the clouds, as many others have recorded orbs, tic tacs, just everything you can imagine coming out of the clouds. We have seen what may be an orb getting struck by lightning. Some people think that they're absorbing the energy to recharge their travel crystals or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But so far, I have yet to see a really good video of that, something like that. But I have seen a lot of videos where people record thunderstorm-like area or a cloud or darkness in the day where it's imminent, there's going to be a storm. People have recorded, including myself, orbs traveling in the storm and out of the storm. We may have one of these right here to show you. And as I was talking, I didn't bring it up. I'm silly that way. I should have done it. Here it is. These may be hard to see, so I'll play it twice.
That's what I said. Look, there's another one in the cloud. Go. I can't hear you. Paris, there's fucking loads of them over there. Where?
It's very suspicious. Never said something.
I'm freezing. Fucking alien. We come in peace.
Oh, I showed this yesterday. Oh, all right.
Well,
I have another one of these. It's pretty cool. It is. It's pretty cool. All right. I have another one of those to show you. Similar. I thought that was the new one. Oh, I showed this yesterday too. Why are these still up? Oh. All right. Let me pull up the UFO video. I keep talking about how AI is going to ruin ufology. It will be the last thing that could be implemented to ruin ufology other than the blatant hoax. AI is going to ruin ufology because people are going to create the most realistic UFO sightings anybody has ever seen. You're going to see UFOs in people's homes. You're going to see them in their cars. You're going to see them in the airplanes. You're going to see them everywhere now. It's going to happen. All right, let me pull up the video that is what I wanted to show you just now. That's not it. Hold on. Like you're not going to hold on. Is this real? No. All right, here we go. Let me see. I think this is one of them. So this guy says, I'm in Colorado, right next to a sensitive military base. My kids came and got me back in July and said black balls were flying around. Yeah, I came outside, looked up, and saw black spheres spinning rapidly, darting around. So I got my phone and recorded what you're going to see here. Giddy up.
What are those, Daddy?
Now,
What are those?
if these are balloons, I'm impressed, but 38 seconds isn't going to make me believe this is UFOs. But so far,
No, climbing up there.
right, it looks like it could be balloons. So let's see. Do they change? Yes, they change in their orientation. You can see the difference. I'm pretty sure this is balloons passing by. However, We need to look at the clouds in the back, and if this guy could sit still, we would definitely know. I'll play it again.
Daddy, what autos?
Don't you jump off the rail? It was only a trip.
No, climbing up there.
Oh, look, there's more right here.
Is what?
No climbing.
Where?
Mommy's climbing up there.
Nothing, get down.
Aren't those the same one?
Interesting.
The interesting thing, and I don't know how interesting it is, you know, you see them at the end there, one of those black orbs seemed to be faster than the other one that it was nearby. Yeah, and maybe not. It could have been losing air and it was being pushed, or it just lost air and was falling at a faster rate in the same general direction. UFOs, I'm not so sure. But it's an interesting video nonetheless. All right. Just, you know, we need to get the kids out of the... Oh, here... This is wild stuff. Strange UFO jellyfish-like over some golfers. The person who recorded this allegedly noticed it while playing golf. It looks like a drone, but acts like a balloon. All right, I'm going to show you this because this is really weird. Very weird. Very strange. Very, very cool. By the way, if you want to help support GUFON, all the links are in the show description. Hey, what happened? Doesn't it look like the jellyfish? That is a weird... If that's balloons, it's weird. Something's going on. We have internet. Right? It's weird. Oh, it stopped again? That's weird. The same place, huh? Well, that's it. I'm not going to go crazy trying to make it work, but it doesn't get much different. I have no idea what that could be, but it is a weird design if it's a balloon. Even if it's a UFO, it's weird. I'm just going to let it play from here. See if it stops at 10 seconds. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it stops no matter what. Okay. Well, that's a glitch in the Matrix. I'm not going to get rid of it because something could be there that they don't want us to see. So when it comes back up, maybe later, tomorrow, I'll play it again. All right. Carl Nell. No. Forget that. Here are 2 unidentified submerged objects. They come out of the water, go back in. It's a 4.5-minute video. But take a look at this and you be the judge. Go. Oh, wow, it's from '02. Look at this thing. What the hell? How's that even... Do you know what I mean, what the... So strange.
Es algo raro que vemos ahí, pero no se aprecia qué es lo que es.
I keep thinking like it's Fata Morgana, like it's an illusion of some sort. What the hell just happened?
Posible que esté un submarino. No, no son de submarino. Y aparte que
Exactly. Booty Mongol. Exactly, bro.
¿Me está grabando? Sí.
What's up, Scandral? Scandral. Good name.
Pero mire cómo se
Yeah, major cut. You noticed that too, right? Yeah, I wonder why. It could be a mirage. Jose, hey, how you doing, brother? It could be. I don't know, man. But as we have learned over the years, nothing is what it seems. When it seems, it's always nothing. Wow, that was pretty good. I just thought of that. Nothing is what it seems when what it seems is nothing. You too, Scandrel. It's nice. Yeah, I guess the later time I get to see some of you guys I don't normally see. Yeah, right on. I like the new font for the show. I like that. I chose this font. Very nice. But this video is brazier. Bizarre. Brazier, what? Can you do this? Get rid of me for a minute. You know what's interesting? Do you remember when David Fravor gave his testimony on what he saw? He said that when he approached it and it was under the water, he didn't really see the craft. He just saw bubbling of where it looked like there would be an object. That's what this reminds me of. Like, you would see the bubbling of bubbles from something just going beneath the ocean. I don't know, man. This is just... What? Wait. Oh, it's starting over? It started over, okay. Weird. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen that before. It's a good video. But I think it's something that has a logical explanation. Oh, what the hell? Hold on, I just got signed out of something. Wow, there's some weird stuff happening right now. I gotta do this all over again. Let's see. I can't get into certain accounts. Let's try this. Why is this happening? You're offline. How can I be offline? David Wilcox and Jeanette, thank you very much for the PayPal support. Mucho gusto, generoso. Thank you, David and Jeanette. I appreciate you. I do. I really, really do. And for being continuing supporters of GUFON. Thank you. Thank you. Like, you know what I mean? You hear what I'm saying? Thanks again. All right, let me see something here. What? Hold on. Hold on, I'm thinking. Okay. Oh, right. Right. Okay. What time is it? Oh my God. It's only 10? It felt like it was close to showtime being over. I have another UFO video to show you. It says, este registro fu grabado el 5 de noviembre de 2024 a las 11:16 a.m. según el testigo volebán en algún lugar cerca de la frontera entre Indiana y Kentucky. There's some UFOs that were over Kentucky. And I'm going to show you what these UFOs looked like. They captured them on video at an altitude of some odd feet. But here you be the judge. This is a good video, actually. So could that be another plane? Yep, it could be. See, the thing is, it's not focused 100% perfectly. And I almost sometimes see a tail on this thing. So I think it's an aeroplane, but I don't know. I have a video that you guys will see where I captured these two from an airplane. I think it was, believe it or not, January 6th, 2009. And I was coming back from New York or going to New York to do something for a TV show. And I look back and I'm recording and I see these two dots. And I'm like, holy shit. I mean, what are the odds? Can this really be happening? After 20 minutes of recording, it finally came close enough that it was two airplanes. And they were flying next to each other as military. Couldn't believe it. I thought they were two oblong-shaped things. They weren't. I didn't call them Tic Tacs because it's not what we called them back then. That's new. So they were oblong-shaped. The video's cool, though, because it looks like there's two UFOs. Really, I love that video. All right, here's another UFO video. Something streaks past this airplane at an incredible speed. It's captured on film from the plane. Now, the good thing about this video is the plane is going in the same direction as the object, and the object comes from behind and passes the airplane. So you can't say that this airplane passed by a balloon. In 5, 4, 3, 2, a goo. Oh, did you see that? Slow it down. Let's show them again. Look at this. I mean, really. Seriously. Come on now. I mean, what the... How can that? Are you? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's crazy. Look at that thing. You know? You hear? You heard? That's what I'm talking about. That's a good sighting. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's fake. But it's fun. So there's a freedom fighter. They call him that in Great Britain. A police detective from Europe says a fake alien invasion is the final trick in the cabal and will pull that card if all else fails. My question is, what's failing? What else can fail? You know what I mean? What is failing? I don't understand. What's the agenda, Johnny? If all else fails. That was like the guy at the post office who came up to me. I go, how am I supposed to protest? Well, what's the best way to do it? You tell me. If I'm doing it wrong, you tell me. He goes, arm up and wait. All right. Wait for what? What am I waiting for? What do these people talk? They got to be Trump supporters because they're the only ones that talk in this way. See what I did there? Trying to get points.
Talked with a police detective in the
Oh, no, he's a Britain guy. Yeah, he doesn't know anything.
Netherlands. He's the founder of Police for Freedom and a foremost freedom fighter in Europe. He explained to me that he's convinced that the next major move of the cabal, the deep state, the Illuminati, the elite, whatever they're called, will be a fake alien invasion.
When?
He says that they have already the vaccines ready to inject people to protect them from the unknown viruses that the aliens will have. And he says that there are plans for lockdowns, major worldwide lockdowns.
Oh, did you see it? He scratched himself. Self-doubt means self-comfort.
Will have. And he says that there are plans for lockdowns, major worldwide lockdowns, because if we're being invaded by aliens, he says the narrative will be nobody knows what dangerous diseases they are carrying, and so everybody will be need to locked down to protect their family.
I love
he
it.
says that it's going to be their last straw. If that fails, they have nothing anymore.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know, man. If what fails, what is our defense? A mask? Is that what he's saying? You got to wear the mask again. I don't know, mate, but get a bottle of water.
This is very encouraging. We've agreed to work together.
Together? We're working together? See what I mean? You got to get her good. Get her done.
Expose this to humanity. We all know about Project Bluebeam, where they can project anything in the sky. They can just fool you with anything. They can make all kinds of effects and people will think it's real. So I'm putting this quickly out there after this conversation to encourage you guys to be aware of this, okay? There's some very heavy messaging going on also here on X, you know, about extraterrestrial life, about Mars, about UFOs, about aliens. All of a sudden, Congress has decided to expose, you know, to reveal. All of a sudden they're supposedly honest about this, you know, like, yeah, we have to tell the people that yes, aliens are. One of the things that this police detective and I have in common.
Is this Project Bluebeam? No. Pick the wrong one, Rich. It won't let me pick it. What is going on? It won't let me play it. What is going on? Oh, here it is. Project Bluebeam. Is that what this is? That's what they're questioning. That's what this guy, Johnny Unitas, just said. They're using Project Bluebeam to trick us. Trick us! They're going to put stuff in the sky and we won't be able to tell what's real and what's fake in our eye. It's Project Bluebeam. Not to be confused with Project Blue Book, because that's a completely different ufological thing. Well, Johnny's on the spot. Let's put him back.
Both utterly blown away. We're shocked
Wait.
to see that so many people who claim to be awake, who claim to be intelligent, that they are already falling for this. I mean, in the awakened and the freedom movement, you see already that a very large percentage is on their hind legs, very excited. They can't wait until the aliens are coming. And, you know, this shows how we are not awake, how hundreds of millions of people worldwide who claim to be awake are insanely brainwashed. We have been programmed by the the perpetual flow of Hollywood movies, the predictive programming. We've all been hoodwinked already. Our mind has been prepared for this.
Hoodwinked.
We've all seen the films about, the aliens and
Yes. I've seen all the fantasy and all the fake things that are in movies. Yes, I've seen all that. Something's happening. Hold on, guys. Out of nowhere, the other video started playing. And why am I not centered? Here we go. I forgot what I was going to say, so back to Johnny on the spot.
we have no idea how we have already been brainwashed to go along with this.
Oh, yeah. He's talking about how the movies have brainwashed us and how we've been indoctrinated to believe that aliens are evil and all that stuff, and how they're going to come and take our brains. Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Remember that movie? They came, they got our DNA, they cocooned, they killed us and became us, emotionless, to rule the world. One by one, they took over. And if they saw you, they'd point at you and scream really loud. As was Donald Sutherland at the end of Invasion of the Booby Snatchers. Body Snatchers. See, for there to be a false flag alien invasion card to be played, it would have to be perfect. And guess what? They got it down. I bet you they're going to use the war and act like aliens were in the background watching. Right? I bet you they're going to put that kind of fake. I don't know how they would do it. You know what I mean? What's up, Thor Panku? Caffeine Stew? How is everybody? Good? Good to see you. But, what's up, Tony? But for them to pull that off, I don't know how they would. They can use the real bombs and stuff. Like if there's something going on and there were bombs coming in. So you mean to tell me when somebody shoots a missile, Project Bluebeam is going to latch on to the missile and turn it into some sort of alien weapon? So we're going to be seeing an alien weapon, not a missile, come towards the ground and make a big crater and blow things up? Because that's how I think they're saying it's going to have to happen. They're going to have the fake craft in the sky along with the regular craft, but nobody hovers on our end. So I don't know, unless it's a helicopter, right? Or they're in a baboon. What's up, Bernie Muro? How you doing, B? Good to see you. Good to see you. Went a little late today. Sorry about that. But that's the way it's going to have to be done. And they could get away with it because there won't be a lot of people around. Right? So it doesn't have to be perfect. But there will be people recording it. Guys on the ground. Right? So if this happens, this will be posted to the internet. It's almost impossible for it not to be, even without civilians or people on the ground recording it. I don't know how they can pull it off. It's probably why it hasn't happened yet. Because if it was easy, I think they could have done it by now. But look, they've got it already all timed in the chamber. And I think if it's going to happen, it has to happen before Trump gets into the White House. This way, this administration can maintain the White House, maintain itself in power until the war is over and the threat has been eliminated. Something like that, right? Pretty scary stuff if this goes down. Now, we are on the cusp of a World War III, a nuclear war. It's never been like this. The Cuban Missile Crisis. Forget about that. That is old news. This is real. And it's real scary. I don't want to have to watch the world fall apart, man. It doesn't have to come to that. But Putin wants to do that and go down in history as the guy who destroyed everything because he had a temper and couldn't control himself. What good would it be if everybody loses? Well, if I can't win, nobody wins. Oh, I see. If I go down, you go down with me. So you're either with me or against me. And if you're against me, you come down with me. Well, I don't like those odds. Why can't we just, do what America usually does? Put an end to it. Strange times we're living in. Very scary times.
So guys, this is going to be interesting. There are video clips all around the internet where they are showing special lights and all kinds of things in the sky. This detective said it's already 20 years ago that discos had these laser beams to shine on the clouds. It's nothing strange. And he says that people sometimes say, oh, look, there's a strange light in the sky there. Yeah, okay, there's an energy plant there, or there's greenhouses over there. They project their lights onto the clouds. People are so gullible. I should almost say, especially in the awakened community. So guys, be aware of this. Be really awake and know that this has been their agenda for decades. It is with a reason that they've been making all these films about aliens. It's for a reason that they've been bombarding you and your children and you as a child with all this messaging about aliens, because they know, their ultimate attempt will be the aliens are attacking us, so all the nations have to come together in a one world government, a one world military. We have to combine our forces to defeat these aliens. And, it's going to be their final attempt. So I'm just putting it out there. I hope that you guys don't fall for it.
It's pretty interesting if you think about it, to unite everybody against it. But that's not what we're doing here. It's not what I see happening at all. Anyway, we'll hope and pray that there is a way. Everything will turn out okay. Okay? Project Bluebeam. Now, I like a good story. I like a great movie. I like things that make me think and give me a new perspective on my reality and the reality that's being portrayed in the media and abroad. But the reality is, you and me, we are the ones who will tell the truth and have been for decades. But lately, since the inclusion of Elizondo and all we've seen transpire over the last 7+ years, the abductee, the citizenry inclusion into ufology has been pushed aside and forgotten. It is time that we turn back the spotlight on us. We are the ones that are telling the truth. We are the ones that are collecting the evidence. We are the ones that are boots on the ground. We, the people, are the ones who are getting abducted. We, the people, are ufology's greatest chance at a truthful, non-destructive disclosure. We, the people, in this great community that we love to hate and love to love, can do one thing and do it well, and that is tell the truth from heaven to hell. I wish I wrote all that down. But we are. I'll give you an example. I'm an asshole. Not really, but I'm perceived as an asshole, right? Because I call people out on what I don't believe. Doesn't mean it isn't true, but Anjali is a prime example of someone we gave shit to, and we could be wrong the entire time. Because I can't experience what she says she's experiencing doesn't mean it isn't happening to her. But what we can't believe, what I can't believe, are the claims that come with it. Because I wish and pray when someone does come out like that, that they would already have it ready to present. And that could be, you know, the naivety, the naive ways that some people go about it. They don't realize the backlash is going to be as bad as it's going to be. In their mind, they've been living with it forever, so it's normalized itself. But in our minds, we're hearing all this for the first time. It's a shock. We're like, hey, prove it. Show me. Take me. I got to know. You're making a big claim. I didn't have a gradual build up to it. So we get kind of thrown into the fire like, whoa, claim, 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 claim. Where's the evidence? So doesn't mean it isn't happening. It doesn't mean she can't communicate. It just means we can't. But to believe a claim like that, it does take evidence. And if I can't hear anything or feel a message coming through the way she's experiencing it, like so many people experience it, then I have a hard time believing it, because it's something that nobody's ever done before. The claim is so huge, you're basically talking about mind reading. Okay? So when you bring up mind reading, telepathy, and all that other stuff, wait a minute now. Why are you so special and I'm not? Right? And then you start doing research and you find out, oh, so-and-so in Russia claims that they can, but where's the evidence? Oh, none. And then you have so-and-so, oh, verifiable. Definitely can move things with her mind in Russia. Oh, it's a magic trick. Shit. So when I see all that stuff and you're looking for the legitimate guy or girl and you don't see it and all you see are debunking videos, you're kind of swaying in the direction of, oh boy, somebody else making a claim can't be verified. Doesn't mean it isn't true. If you look in the movie Contact, and I like using movies and sports as a way to wrap it all up together, but in that movie, they when she went to go visit her father, unbeknownst to her, it was her father, in Pensacola, he says it's been done this way for millions or billions of years. It's one step at a time. And you got to have faith. And as a scientist, she couldn't wrap her head around it. But she had an experience. It was real to her. And it was how many hours? 18 hours of static on her camera. But she fell through the portal thing, the consortium chair, whatever. What? 2 seconds? And at the end of the movie, they go, you know, what's interesting? What? That there was 18 hours of static and she fell right through. And he goes, yeah, that is interesting. Of course, you know better than to never speak about this to anyone. Oh, I won't. So that means, we're going to keep it a secret forever. Nobody's going to know the truth that she actually went somewhere. Another way they show how they hide the evidence. Because why? Because you got to have faith. Remember what she said? They asked her the question. She's sitting there answering all these questions. And they go, so you want us to believe that you were whisked away to see dear old dad in a place that looks like Pensacola, Florida, whatever he said. And you want us to base everything you said on faith? Yes, she says. And now, you hear a hush. Everybody, They said this is the way it's been done for billions of years. And that we must believe. Now, I know that something, every fiber of my body, every ounce of my being told me it was real. That we are not alone. That we are just so small and insignificant. They should have sent a poet. They should have sent a poet. They should have sent a poet. I think I mentioned that. Such a great performance. Such a good movie. I think I'll watch Contact. I really enjoyed it. I almost watched Arrival again, but I just saw it 6 months ago. It's too soon. I think I'll watch Contact. But if that's true, because that movie's based on a lot of testimony from experiencers and Carl Sagan and so many people who have a belief in one way or the other. But we the people, including myself, we need to have faith that you're not lying. We need to have faith that we will be better than our government has. We have been tossed around, laughed at, scowled, scared. We have been put into a corner of ridicule and disbelief. And we don't deserve it anymore. So if you're an experiencer out there and you've had an abduction, or somebody who had an abduction and you know the story, how did that change you? We have a poll in the chat room, right? What is the most important thing ufology is desperate for? Now, I'm going to end the poll at 71 votes. That's actually pretty good for tonight, considering we started much later. Coming in at 4% alien abduction stories. None of these, leave answer in the comment at 8%. So coming in at 14%, honesty from everyone. And coming in at number 1, the most important thing ufology is desperate for is verifiable evidence. Can you believe this? Can you believe we're still waiting for verifiable evidence 7 years later? After Elizondo said, I'm giving an impression, I'm gonna bring disclosure, even though I don't want the job, never thought about it, never cared about it, I hate UFOs, but I'm a remote viewer, I can go in people's minds when they sleep, plus I'm psychic. It's amazing. A guy who never wanted to believe in UFOs, never cared about that, had all these experiences as somebody who's in the field. Talk about a hypocrisy. It's a crimosity. Lou has liabetes because he is a liabetic. But he's paid to be that guy. Oh my, oh why? Because he hates this stuff. He hates this stuff. Now he wants to be like us. He wants to be like us. Saying he can see things, saying he can do things, saying he can move things like us. He's not like us. He's not like us. He's not like us. We the people, we the people. Thank you. Thank you. I said thank you. Thank you. You too. Right here. Right there. You too. So that's what happens. I've seen it a million times. Man comes in, thinks he knows everything, tells people lies. People call out the lies. Man now falls apart, realizes the only way he could be like us is to be like us. Man changes tune, comes back, says, hey, I'm like you. I can remote view. Oh, really? Yeah, I went into a dream with 4 or 5 of my friends and we scared the shit out of this terrorist sleeping in his bed. He didn't know what hit him. That's a great story. Yeah, I'm just like you. You know what? You are not just like us. Get out of here! Liar. Shame. 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 What happened? Shame. All right, let's move on. What time is it? We've got some time left. I see that. I see that. Whitley Strieber. Oh, man. Speaking about abductees, Whitley Strieber could have been the greatest abductee of our generation. Instead, he chose the grifting path, a path that is filled with greed, personal destruction, and egomaniacs. It is not a place for an abductee to be. However, Whitley Strieber has maintained he is sane and he has seen and had been abducted by Greys. He says recently, if they are predators, non-human intelligence, have they evolved an adaptation that puts us into a state of hypnosis or created technology for this purpose? If so, is that hypnosis then life itself from them? So what he's saying is, have they evolved to a place where they could put us in a state of hypnosis or in another reality, either naturally or through their created technology to abduct us. So they put us in this life. So right now we're being abducted. You see what I mean? That's a crazy way to think. That's crazy people talk. Give me a break. Oh, you mean I'm going to age? I'm going to stay in this state of reality? I'm actually being abducted, or right now I'm in a canister waiting to be operated on? Come on. Wait a second. Hold on. I'm getting actually, I'm being told that is a good What? It's a good theory. We are in the Matrix then. Then we're in the Matrix. If we are slabbed, mentally put into this scenario right now, we are alive, but we are all in the same hypnotic program, living out a life that doesn't exist, according to Whitley Strieber. This way, we don't go insane, because if you go insane, then your body's not good for testing or whatever it is the abductees, the abductors are doing to us. It's like everything he took, Whitley Strieber, and thought up is exactly what we do to chickens, right? They gave chickens, did you know they made sunglasses that were red or rose colored because the color soothes them and they don't go crazy? Something like that. Yeah, they also created some other shit. Very strange, so the chicken don't go crazy. And then, after a few weeks, they lop off their heads and take their feet, use their feathers for fans, and the meat for feet to eat. That's it. And that's all. That's what Whitley Strieber is saying we are to the aliens. We're being either experimented on or eaten. He says, why? Well, dude, you brought it up. You tell us why we would be put in a state of hypnosis so we could be abducted and worked on. It's a very interesting way to think, though. My God. To use that chicken theory. Actually, it's same thing they did in that Tom Cruise movie with the psychics, and they had all the criminals. They were put into a cryo sleep, but they were given lives, right? They were living while they were in there, so they wouldn't go crazy. Oh, that's okay. I'm sure they're just swimming around in their new reality. They have no idea they are in prison. It wouldn't be so bad. If you knew you were going to go away for 30 years, but they put you in a cryo sleep in a whole new world of reality, how is that prison? Not. All it did was keep everybody else safe from you for 30 years. Anyway, I don't want to get into the complexities of rehabbing somebody in that condition, but I'm pretty sure in the future, Minority Report, thank you. Minority Report. This video I'm going to play. Somebody please tell me if it's real or fake. The video I'm about to show you is supposedly the video of the UFO that came 50 feet to the cockpit of an F something or another. So this is supposedly that video. I think this is not real, but holy shnikey, if it's real, the best ever. Right? I mean, right? Watch it again. There, it looks like a disc, or I'm sorry, a satellite dish. Right? It looks like a satellite dish. It's got a cone on it. It's kind of got an oblong shape, a little gondola on the bottom. Or if you turn it upside down and look at it the other way, it is your regulatory disc-shaped object. But watch. Gets close. Right? Kind of have little slits of light there. Oh, look, there they are. The aliens are. You can't see them, but I mean, I'm assuming that's where they're at. Yep. Now look at it. It's a little different. Is it real or is it fake? What do you think? Is it real or real fake? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. And with that being said, I want to thank you all for hanging out tonight on the late broadcast of GUFON. I want to thank the moderators and super chatters for your support. David Wilcox, not Wilcock. All right. And Jeanette, right? Thank you very much. Did I miss anybody else? I don't think I missed. Let me see if I missed anybody else. I don't remember seeing any other super chats. It's been really thin lately on the super chats. I guess Truthology for Ufology. Bernie Muro threw down $2. That's right. Thank you, Bernie. Jar Jar Binks did one yesterday or a couple days ago, $5. Dark Hour, Bernie, $10. Thank you for that the other night. And newcomers and veterans, thank you very much for hanging out, making it a great chat room for tonight. We had half the crowd, but it's better than no crowd at all. What's up, Alfie Joe Bob? Anjali's here. How is everybody? Thank you. And, we try to go every night, even if we don't feel well. So thank you for giving me the opportunity. I'm joking. I was going to be here. If I can be here, I'll be here. I don't know what I was going to. That's what I was going to say. Truthology for Ufology. Every day for you. That's it. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. I should be back tomorrow at the same bat channel, same bat station, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific, right here on the tubes. Alien bless ya.
There's a good thing. It's rotating. Well, got it! Woohoo!
What was in the skies of mysteries, and why did it stop on those treasured sites in Christianity?
There's a new